Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Heist League 3.12. In this episode, we got build reviews. If you guys don't know how to submit build reviews, basically you watch my Twitch stream, you get channel points for watching the stream, and then you can submit a build review, which is your your account name, your profile, like your character name, and then why you need the build review. So I need the account name to be able to pull up your thing on Path of Building, and then you can submit it and I'll do build reviews. So let's start it off. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode. Hope you enjoy this. Levent has been waiting days for this. Finally, Levent, I got you, ma'am. So his name is Levent1, Levent91, and his thing is Heist Carry-On-y. Thanks for your streams on YouTube, love them. Regarding the build, just asking what to update next beside Awakened Gems and a Animate Guardian setup. So, I pulled up the build, and I'll say straight up, you have 2.5 million damage, 4700 live reses. I noticed Saffles, and I noticed some weird stuff. So, I'll get it started here. First thing, so 2 mediums, and I was like, okay, cool. So, what I was gonna say is I noticed that you don't take this, even without the Elegant Hubris, but I also noticed no Fearsome Force. Fearsome Force is like a lot of area of effect for the minion, so it's quality of life, it feels good. You went for the shield already, but like in general, I usually don't recommend the shield when it's a third of your damage loss. So that's another thing, and then you gain more regen because you have higher levels on the thing, but obviously then you have to fix the reses. But I honestly, in your case, I would prefer another cooldown point over the shield. The other thing is I noticed that your large cluster jewels are 9 passives and not 8. So another thing, I noticed this is a Primordial Bond Rotting Claws. I highly recommend Renewal Rotting Claws. Something else I figured out is, let me check. You only have a +2 helmet, so you're missing 1 Spectre from the helmet. If you get 1 more level on the Spectre gem, you'll get an extra Spectre, so you should prioritize a +3 helmet, 8-point passives for your large clusters. I'd recommend using the cooldown point instead of the shield. I recommend Fearsome Force, so like I'd take out these 3 points and put them into Fearsome Force 100% here. And, well, you could also lose these 2 points because you gain that. Say that it's fine. And then you have to lose... Oh, you gain 2 points back, so you could put them... Well, I guess you could keep it for now, but I'm sure that you're going to have too much damage is my point, and that was 100,000, and it's not that much actually. This is 67, and so it's 113 combined, right? Technically, if you spent one of the chaos life points and did redemption instead, I'm pretty sure this is more, right? Per point. So, and it gives some extra stuff. So this is 199,000, so 66k per point. The other one is 56k, and then the other thing is you get the minion regen and your regen and the minion life. So technically, if you're not using the Elegant Hubris, redemption is pretty good. Of those, it's better. The attack speed is less good because you already have so much, and then it's also the regen. Wow, it's actually more damage, and that's because you could switch. You can also switch an Eminence to a Harmony now. I mean, a Harmony to an Eminence, and you gain damage. You see a little bit of damage. I also mentioned, so the +3 helmet was a thing you could do for the extra Spectre. And, oh yeah, the 9 passive large clusters and making them 8 instead. So many things, so many things. He was only focused on the Awaken Gems and Animate Guardian, and here I am pointing out a million tiny things that all matter, and how he goes from 2.5 to well, we're not done yet. 3.8, and he saves 2 skill points. So really, this is where you could just take out those 2. Okay, we have 2 back now. We could put these back in there, or you put them in here because, well, you haven't destroyed these with an elegant hubris yet, so 3.99. The other option is just to take out these points and put them into another medium Dread March renewal. You're also missing these 3 points, actually, I notice. Why not take those? Those are really good life points. 4675, some extra regen. You're at 1084, 3.8 million life, 3.8 million damage. All you had to do is get the 2 8-point clusters. You save 2 points. Rework the skill tree to some of the new things I recommend, and getting the cold arm point instead of the shield. And I recommend a +3 helmet if you can, to get the extra Spectre, and you could take out 4 points of Death Attunement and put it in another medium cluster. So the idea again is, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It would be taking an Eminence out and switching it to one of these mediums, taking the medium and putting an Eminence in, and you'll be at 3.77, but you gain a Dread March and a Renewal, so you have the extra regen and the physical damage reduction and the Chaos Rest, so your shit stays alive more. And you could even fit 1 more, is my point. That it's not that hard to do, and then your things are even tankier. Like if you don't run Redemption, then you have more, you'll have more points again to put into another medium, which I'll show you the effects of that, because this is what I basically did right now for a more tankier minion survivability build, and I've been liking it a lot, and it's similar to what I did in the past. So we would add another medium. So you would lose a bit of damage, but then your minion survivability is off the chain. So is it this or this? Okay, a harmony, and I guess we need 1 more harmony. There we go. Nice. Now you got 3.77. You get extra minion survivability in the build. It's way better, and all you had to do is get a couple mediums and change the larges. Hope this helps. Thank you for the build review. Next, this one's kind of funny. I didn't expect this to happen. So Rico submitted a build review, and he submitted it with this because he was leveling last night. What are the odds, man? He's leveling and he submits a build review, so then he submits his build with Perandus Signet Paw Rings, which give increased XP gain, and the Supreme Truth for 10% total XP gain. So then I'm like, well, I'm going to assume that he's using 2 cold arm points, and then he has the Profane Proxy with vulnerability, and I guess it's some ring with reses and maybe the AG and the... yeah, I don't know. But point is, this is what I was looking at, and this is his build. So he's running an Elegant Hubris, and it has 80 minion damage, 80 minion damage, 80 minion damage, 80 minion life, and then 80 armor. And that's his crazy Elegant Hubris. So then he runs these large clusters, Rotting Claws, Renewal, Called to Slaughter, Renewal, Rotting Claws, and then you can see some of my old skill tree stuff. He doesn't like the whole life wheel. He still has 4257. He has 20,000 armor without flasks. So if he gets hit by a big physical hit, like a Shaper Slam, it's 45% physical damage reduction. What the heck? Wait, that's sad. Okay, wait, what if he pops the flask? Huh? $54, eh? And then we go up to 69. What the hell is mine? Now I'm curious. 69 with everything against a big physical hit. What was mine? Is it the extra primordial bonds and the oh, he probably doesn't have endurance charges in the POB, or maybe, I don't know, let me check his items after, but let's see if I've gotten everything. 15,000. I have 51. Okay, and then we toggle the granite. 58. Basalt 73. That's cool. And he has the increased effect. Oh no, increased move speed. What the heck? Why do you have move speed on 2 of them? But yeah, without. So your armor. Okay, so then that's because of the extra endurance charge I have on the ring. And where's his ammi? Huh? Oh. Extra endurance charge. Nice. What else is it? The primordial bonds for another 4? Yeah. So there's 8% explained, and he has so much armor. That's hilarious, man. That is so weird. Why is armor so weird? It only added, like, look. 9% for 19,000 armor. Against a 15,000 hit. That's a lot, I guess. The 9%, I guess, just for one flask. It's 9%. This is 15%. So that's clear as day that basalt is better than the granite when we have so much armor. I wonder if it's even worse in mine than or better in mine with having less armor. I bet the granite flask is better in mine because I have less flat armor, where you already have 20,000. So the granite's like completely unnecessary now. And you should just use a phasing life flask. So it'd be the, what's that one called? Taste of Hate or whatever? What's that called? Forbidden Taste. Yeah, you get dodge and phasing and a heal. So you could just run that instead, since this, well, oh yeah, you can't, well, you'd lose the mod. So then you would craft that mod of increased armor and reduced charges probably on the basalt, so that you'd have it still in the build. Or potentially moving the curses off of Silver Flask. I've been thinking about doing it, because it is true that if I'm worried about curses, I'm gonna have the mana flask, so then the Silver Flask doesn't need curse immunity. It's an old playstyle I was used to, and I don't do it anymore. Yeah, but a nice Quicksilver. Okay, back to the... I was focusing on the armor and the physical hit first, because that's a big part of his build, was doing this. So this is 3% physical damage reduction against a big physical hit for 3 points. Obviously, it's really good when it's not a big physical hit, so 7,500. This would then be equivalent to 5%. Wow, that's pretty crazy, huh? That's pretty crazy. Pretty cool, nonetheless. The increased armor part of the build, since it is one of our weak points to increase the physical damage reduction. Pretty good, pretty good. Probably right. And then, the other thing... Oh, yeah, what did he say? Right. I gotta read what he said. If I had my build... If you had my build right now, what would you be doing? Just keep farming and playing the game, right? I could save up for Awaken Multi, I guess. Suppose I could do the ring shenanigans and keep min-maxing this character, but I'm also considering just stacking currency to make an Orbot again, or speedy build, explode build for funsies. You could do some of those new min-maxes I've been doing, but I also couldn't really see the build to the fullest extent, because you left it in a form where it couldn't be build reviewed for the weapons and the rings, which is kind of sad. But nice glove and nice jewel. 24 move speed. Cloth belt. A Stygian with an Abyss socket with LE res. Attack speed, life is probably better. Maybe even LE res, chaos res for minions with life on an Abyss jewel, because you get, like, you're comparing, literally, think about this, okay? You think 12% increased armor and 6% increased maximum life is better than an Abyss jewel. So I think it's very easily explained that you probably then also get better mods too. You get a better belt because you'll have influences too. You'll have increased life recovery rate, increased life, reses, and an Abyss socket. I think there's still so much fun you could have with this build, and you've done so much already. But I also appreciate if you do another. You know, I get it, man. I understand, but this build is so good, and you've done stuff like this because you didn't want a headhunter, and you probably thought because you already have the ghastly jewel from the glove that you don't need it. It's like, well, there's more cool jewels I've been coming up with, which is like opening me up for more ideas in the future, that when we don't do just golem stuff where we're forced into all these jewels, we have real things to do in the future that are kind of awesome. Either way, what would my feedback be? The belt, fix it. More move speed boot, probably better than the 6% life, because that's one skill point for 6% move speed. If you had to change 6% move speed for 6% life, that's a lot of move speed, man. Then we got, that's a nice Ami. You should probably sell that, make a lot of money, and make a new one, and corrupt it. A nice fucking helmet too. Holy shit. Sick build. What would I do? Yeah, I'd keep farming with it, and then I'd make some of the changes I made in my actual build of like the more medium clusters, because they're kind of broke. It's just a more well-balanced build of not using this, not using this, not using this, not using the 3 points on the armor, for example. Potentially it's good, I guess. I'd probably take out the 4 points for 240 for 80 damage. I'd take out the 3 points for 80 damage. I'd take out the 3 points for 80 damage. I'd want a better elegant hubris. I'm not joking. This is just a reality. You asked me what I would do. I'd want medium clusters, 4 of them, and more life. So you saw what it was. Now I'll show you what I make it. I need to get a medium cluster, I guess, for my build, because I don't have one ready. One sec. This is pretty cool, and I'll show you why you do this and what it does from what you had to what I will make. It's pretty cool, I think. So this is an eminence to a medium. This is an eminence to a medium, harmony to a medium, and another eminence. So 3 eminence, 1 harmony. I have to switch back. Okay. Or I'll just put in whatever jewel I want, and it'll work. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Eminence, 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 harmony. Okay, and now let's test. It's fine. A little bit of damage loss, 40,000, but you have an extra eminence. Okay, so there you go. That, and then you have 4 extra points still, which oh, I left that in, right. There you go. You can gain back some of that life 43, 46. You'd have 3.8. And then you'd say, well, why would you do that overall instead of this flat damage from the Elegant Hubris? And it's because we can get so much flat damage in this build for free. Honestly, it's just stuff is too broken that you have to take. Like, I want to stack Renewals. I want to have 2 Rotting Claws. I want Ravenous Horde. I want Grave Pact. These are too good. Because of all of this plus Awakened Gems, you have too much damage. So that's why I then say, well, I think that as a core we found out that we've always known this. When you go Golems especially, dude, these Dread Marches are broken. And so we've just made a really well-balanced build where you fit in these Dread Marches, your minions become absolute gods, Renewals are more effective than ever, your damage is fucking absurd. It feels more consistent than using Death Attunement with an extra Spectre getting the Host Chieftain, because you'll find, so through testing, you lost power charges, by the way. So this is the comparison, okay? I've thought about it. It's you see power charges giving you 310,000. You also could take this whole thing, and that's another 300,000, right? 4 points. I found out that Grave Pact is 477 for 4, and it's consistent, always there, right? So I was like, man, how good is it actually to add that one Host Chieftain, especially in the cases where we actually want it, is when we're running around and it's going to be inconsistent, are the times that we're missing it and we wish we had more damage. So then I was like, well, Renewal is just more consistent. The Dread Marches are tanky. It's a more well-balanced build. I don't think you need the damage of an Elegant Hubris. It's really cool, like you point out. You have this here. So this is 3 points for 471. And if you actually notice, this is more damage than Grave Pact. Yes. This is more damage than Grave Pact. And actually, this is more damage than a Renewal. You spend 3 points on 470, or you could spend the 4 points on half of the damage. Sure. But why do I do it? It's because I told you I have too much damage. We could go for max DPS, but it's just not optimized. It's not as good. So this is the direction I've been going. I've been min-maxing the build more and more and more every day. Everyone thinks it's not possible, and I just keep coming up with more and more shit. So, yeah, this is my build review of your... Thank you, man. Thanks for build review. Other than Awakened Gems, Awakened Multi, you mean? Probably by now? Wow, you've done really good, dude. 2120 Carry On, Awakened Generosity 5, you know, ooh, Molten Shell. Pog, I love Molten Shell. Wow, I love it. Oh my god. He lost a socket. He gave up Frost Wall for an Abyss socket, and he gave up a suffix. At this point, dude, might as well just go your favorite glove in the game. We all know what I'm talking about. Ether, what are you talking about? God damn it, dude. What are they called? Blight. God damn it, dude. Oh my god, it worked. The best glove of them all. The Breast Stealer Hydra Scale Gauntlets. You put these on, you get a free anoint. You could anoint anything on the skill tree. You can create blighted spores when you kill a rare monster. It's like a mini headhunter. Mini headhunter? He loves this glove. He could wear this glove, fuck this glove, and then you could use this Ghastly Jewel in a real belt. Or, like I said, you could go for another belt, a Stygian Vice, take out this, put in the LE res and a Chaos res onto an Abyss Jewel. I think, kind of just want to do it to his build. I think it's worth it. Part of the build review, man. If I didn't do this now, I would have done this off cam, and then just it would have been in the POB in the description. So I don't need to put in the stats. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It would just match what it has already had. So I could actually take. Let me. Where is that crystal? Oh, cloth bone. Edit. Let's just take what he already had. and say, yep, that's what you have now as the mods. There you go, mem. Perfect. So it's the exact same thing, but now we have an abyss socket. And then you could take this, put that there, and then you could take the breast. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to leave you with the extra, and then this would be LE res, chaos res. Let me go get a new abyss jewel as the hypothetical theory crafted thing that we've come up with. Elemental resistance, minions. I could have done the attack speed, but I'll do the minion chaos resistance because I think that it's also real. They're both real. 36 life because POG. Need 10% LE res. They're 20. Okay, dude. Probably gonna... Okay. Well, let's just import this. This is 20C. I don't know how. I'm gonna buy them. I happen to find them. Yoink. You have an extra ring yet. So then this jewel went in, and now you have the extra minion LE res, so you could divine it. So let me get the new ghastly jewel. Let's say we divined it to 10%. You would get the extra minion LE res. So then in calculations, when you look at your zombie capped reses without the sacrifice node on the skill tree, so you save 4 points and you lose the extra leech and regen, but I found through testing that for now you don't need it, and there you go. Next, I gotta buy that. Sorry guys, it's a good item. 20C. 20C. I might use it, dude. If I redo my convoking ones, I might not have that LE res. I might need it, and then I might want it through in a... No, I probably won't. But this is a really good abyss jewel. I can't turn it down. 20C. Might even corrupt it for the fun. Because you can. Buy this quick abyss jewel. We have one more build review. But thank you, Rico. Thank you so much. The last one's pretty good. I already saw some stuff I would change. Yeah, I love it when it's nice and I have tons of stuff to add and tell people so they can improve their build, and I had to keep constantly working on the build and somehow coming up with more and more stuff that makes it better and better. Wow, that is such an insane jewel, dude. Like, what the hell is that? Triple T1 and fizz damage. Is this harvest? 20C. You're never gonna craft that for 20C. There's actually one more. Let me just see. His name is Heist Cooking. Yeah. Oh, also, you guys see I have one less mirror. Today, well, yesterday, I tried to mirror the boot again, right? I wanted to mirror the karst boot, and the guy wouldn't give me any collateral, and then he basically made fun of me about it and said I don't trust him. But then in theory, I was streaming and I had 3 mirrors, and he could have given me the boot for the mirror, and then I could have mirrored it and given him back his boot and a fee for the mirror or whatever, or I don't know, however, or I give him 2 mirrors for the boot. I don't know, however, I make it work. Like, I could have done it the opposite way where he has to trust me, and it's the same idea, right? Why do I have to trust him? I'm the one streaming. Anyways, point is, I ended up today, there was another guy finally with another option, okay? So he goes, he has this, it's listed for a mirror at 6%. So the best one's 10, this is 2 tiers off of the best. And he said he made this today. I'm the first person, and he got it in... It was like, he said 15x of alk spamming and scouring. So he used scours and alks, and he got it in 15x. So that's, it's not very much when it was a 1 in 12,000 I found in testing of Craft of Exile. So the guy got really lucky. But anyways, he listed for a mirror for mirror service, and I told him, hey guy, there's a dude doing 10%. So technically, like, this isn't a mirror service, but I'll buy it for a straight up mirror. It's not right, but I did it, and I just paid him a mirror, and he said, okay, that sounds fine. I think it's overall okay to lose the 4% chance, but I don't have to. Dude, the guy, it's okay. Anyways, we have this. I just wanted to mention I spent a mirror on the boot again, but now I actually own the full boot. It's not just it's not a mirrored copy, so now I can actually mirror this boot for people. So, you know how I can't mirror the drill? We can mirror the karst boot. And now I can use 4 karst again on my blueprints, and I have been running them mostly for fun. They are profitable still, but mostly because I really like them. Now back to the build review. Sorry about this. So we got the last build review. This one is Deddy, aka Jagger. So his name was Jagermaster, the Elementalist Heist character. I'm doing pretty fine so far. So his character was Jagerheister. I'm doing pretty fine so far, mostly just dying due to being dumb, but I'd still like to go further with the build, just don't know which direction to go for first. I'd be willing to spend about 20 to 25x on the build right now. My current considerations are awakened skill gems, brass dome, plus subsequent res fixing, getting the gear for the AG, or making a better AMI. What would be your recommendation? Awakened gems, brass dome, subsequent res fixing, getting the gear. So I scroll down. His reses look fine. His chaos looks fine. His armor's really low. He doesn't have the brass dome. His physical damage reduction is 40%. If he took a big physical hit of Shaper Slam, he's taken 24% physical damage reduction. So that 15,000 slam is doing a good old dead. Okay. Next, we see that I saw this first. So before giving any recommendations on spending any currency, I will fix the build. You take out these 4 points of enduring bond. You put 3 in fearsome force. Okay. Then you can take an extra life point. And then, honestly, a bit of levels is probably pretty good here, dude. I'd say like another 3 is acceptable. I'd say that's an okay amount of extra levels. I just want you to have a little bit more life, man. Look what you could have. Okay. Then your physical damage reduction is poop. So I'm gonna guess, no endurance charge. He rathered 34 strength, which got him 17 life. Unset ring. He went for life, fire, chaos, res, unset ring. That's pretty hard. I get it, dude. I understand. I hope you can get the endurance charge. I hope you see the value of it now. It's pretty good. It's why we recommend trying to get rid of the profane proxy through getting a curse through the animate guardian, which you said you don't have, so I think it's too big of a step. I'm not gonna go there, but instead you mention getting the gear for the AG or a better AMI. So you said a better AMI. I think it's actually just as simple as getting endurance charge craft on the AMI and an unset ring gets you 8% extra physical damage reduction. That's 33% more. That's why if you were able to get a brass dome and balance your reses without needing the crafts on that, how much is your dex? 108. Nice. And your AMI's a Jade AMI. Oh, it's because you don't have a headhunter, so then you have the dex problem, and your Stygian Vice could be improved a lot. This is really poop. You could get a lot more stuff through this. You could get a lot better belt for really cheap, and then through a better belt, I think you'll get a better unset ring. I think you'll get better, What? Why do you craft strength on everything? You could use these suffixes for the reses so that you don't need... Okay. I highly recommend Wall of Brambles or Brass Dome first. Yes, it's one of your biggest weaknesses in the build for sure. You see your physical damage reduction? If you used your granite, 29, 5% from the granite, we get another. Oh my god. Dude, big physical hits just suck, man. Oh, and the increased armor is less good because you don't have any flat armor except for when you pop the granite. That's pretty funny too. Because if you had a higher armor chest plate, you'll get more from it. That's really cool. So it's like, that's why in Rico's the 80% can work, because because we're using the brass dome. It wouldn't work in a normal build. That's why it's like, the more armor you have, the better. You really want to go heavy on the... Why do you have a fire fractured? You probably bought it. Somebody else did that. That's really funny. Overall though, looks really solid. And yeah, it would just be like getting better items and upgrading in an order that is correct. So I'd say for you, like you said, brass dome sounds great. Fix the reses through getting rid of some of these strength crafts. Turn some of the strength crafts into endurance charge crafts. You'll be a fucking god compared to now. Get the Animate Guardian, you'll get Fortify. Yeah, you'll love this, dude. I recommend, I guess, skipping the Garb of the Ephemeral for the Animate Guardian and going Gruthkul's Pelt instead. And the enemy is fine as long as you change it to an endurance charge. So should I like should I put this stuff in? Okay, let's do it. Brass dome. Reses are fucked. Then we would take the AMI and we would edit this to +1 to minimum endurance charges. $54%. 54%, dude. That's so much better. And then obviously you have the life here and the 3 suffixes, so we're not changing that, but you could get a better belt, and then through the better belt it should be able to res cap through also changing the boot craft to reses, so fire, cold. Add modifier fire and cold. Suffix lightning. There we go. And you would just need possibly an open suffix on this. You could even get a little bit higher cold. You could go... Yeah, there's a lot of options here. You could even hybrid craft the chaos if you wanted a lower chaos. So if you got... Let's say an example is one I bet I could find. Actually, let me just do it through trade because it's fun. This is what I do. So it would be for his spot specifically chaos resistance of like, let's check the build again. So if the belt had 34 and he's over by 10, the belt can have 10 and he's fine, but actually he could go for 9. And how could you go for 9 in this spot? Watch the... Oh, wait. Not done yet. He needs... $27 cold. That's it. And you go, wait, how is it this easy? Why does he not need a lot? Because watch this. Life. We'll get decent life. Because that's the kind of the most important after he's balancing it. Because this is the last item to balance it, I think, after the changes. All you would need is an open suffix after, so 12C. Then you can replace it. You notice you're missing the 15 fire and some chaos. You get the Stygian, you add the modifier, chaos, and you can get fire and chaos 15. It's 3C per craft. It's probably going to cost you more to do that than the goddamn belt itself. And there you go, you're res capped. And then you have a nice Daijin, and you have your brass domain, and it all fit. And you have your extra minimum endurance on the amulet. You could also, like I said, just change. It'd be pretty hard, but you could go for a fractured onset ring, and then craft the fire chaos maybe, and then open suffix, craft minimum endurance charge. But yeah, onset rings are pretty hard to buy. You'd have to craft them yourself usually. Either way, that's the build review. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. Thank you guys for all the support. I can't do this without you guys. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon and the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!